Here we go, lower bracket round 1. We start with 8 players. We're gonna say goodbye to one of those two. Either Anima from France or HawK. HawK, of course, for such a long time, one of the best European players that we have in the scene. Anima, quite a surprise entrant here, to be honest. I did certainly not expect him to make it into the Rust Brain Cup. But he won the last qualifier. And can you tell me the colors of the two players?
Purple for Anima and blue for HawK. Yeah, last qualifier he actually defeated Sonic, which was quite the surprise to me. Sonic actually played well in that final. They both played well in that final. That was a really cool series. And yeah, the Frenchie making it through. So, the new patch, obviously, 1.30. What's happening in the human mirror? Is it still dominated by Breaker Wars? Honestly, guys, I can't tell you. There has been a nerf to priests, to their dispel. There's a longer cooldown now. I always felt though that one of the best things at least for tier 3 human was the fragmentation shard mortar teams, and they're a lot worse now.
Yes.
So maybe it's even more breakers nowadays.
Most likely, yes. I don't see a big reason to go for tier 3 in human mirror anymore. As you pointed out, the mortar team. No changes to knights, and yeah, griffins, I don't think they're viable at all, thanks to the easy counter that is Dragonhawks. So it looks like Mass Breakers, the big fear that we have was that it would be double Alchemist with Heal Spray and Breaker Wars.
Every game, yep.
That does not seem to be the case. We see still a lot of Mountain Kings here. Sometimes... Panda. I think Panda is a thing of the past. But as it oftentimes is, human mirror starts with a creep against the mercenary camp. HawK in blue, as you said, and purple for Anima, who was there with the passenger already, but that one's gone. And the rock golem goes to HawK, and there's level 2, lots of giant strength for him. Anima with the level 2 himself, and the rogue of the major.
Yeah, that's certainly very nice for him. Thank you very much, Tesla, subbing for the first time as well. But Anima actually went for the Merc Camp creep immediately, so he's gonna have the next Shadow Priest available earlier as the cooldown starts once you go for that first one. So if he goes for a bit of a timing with the 2 Shadow Priests and having an advantage there, that could be pretty good. Abolish, by the way, has been nerfed. Now I always forget how much it was. I think it was 300 to 250, right?
Excuse me,
what
once
was
again?
The Abolish damage. Did it go from 300 to 250 or from 250 to 200?
No, Dispel was always nerfed.
Yeah, I know. But what is it at the moment? I think it's 250, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here come the militia creeping the natural. Doesn't have to be for the expansion. Could just be for creeping purposes. But they are staying here. Or are they? No, they're going back.
Are under attack.
So as it always is, rushing to level 3 in Human Mirror, even on last refutes that's possible. Boots for Anima, no boots for HawK. But, especially on this very map, it's oftentimes more a race for level 4 than it is for level 3. To get the level 2 Brilliance Aura. One of the Shadow Priests has been taken out here. Archmage is out of the fight, though. Oh, he actually saved it to the right. And the Berserker is about to fall for Anima. I would say that the Russian is the favorite here in this game, but as you pointed out, Anima played very, very well in the last qualifier, maybe up for a surprise.
First blood here, and it's a pretty big kill. Goes to HawK though, gets that Berserker, and yeah, saved his Shadow Priest as well. Might be able to heal up now. Standing armies though, still pretty comparable. Couple of footies. But still the 2 Shadow Priests. He hasn't been able to dispel too many water elementals just yet. They're holding on to a lot of his mana here. And now diving in deep. Oh, a bit of Miss Micro from Anima. Usually that's his strength. Micro and especially surrounds. Once the MK comes out, I think that's what we have to look for.
Indeed, of course, for Anima, the Mountain King will arrive a lot earlier. Tier 2 just started now. HawK a little faster. Yeah, we're gonna have these little skirmishes so far. Level 3.5 for HawK. Quite a bit experience advantage for him. 12 bonus damage on the Archmage though, that's quite nice.
A town is under siege.
Absolutely. Oh, he's gonna take out the farm here. That doesn't quite supply block Anima. That makes access to the Mercs much harder to come by. And guess what? Just lining up perfectly. He's gonna get the next Shadow Priest here if he wants it. 3 Shadow Priests? Is that overkill perhaps?
With the weaker Dispel, maybe not.
Yeah, he's out of mana now, so Shadow Priest seemed like a good idea at this very moment. Tier 2, by the way, for both players is approaching, is a little bit faster for HawK, but not by much. And I'm surprised that HawK is having such a good early game, despite the sick inventory on the AM for Anima.
Yeah, I agree. HawK's doing a very good job so far. Pushing even further, can't get rid of the shop here, but kills another footman, keeping the number low and even defend, which is nice against all the mercenaries because they have all piercing damage and water elementals, of course, as well.
And Anima skipped it, right? No defend for him.
Yes.
Makes going for those trades here in the early game really tough. And the shop he went for gets taken out super easily. He got 1 clarity, 1 regen scroll, but... And now the shop's gone. Second hero, Alchemist.
Okay. That's of course a lot faster of an arrival than the Mountain King, if Anima decides to go for a Mountain King, and therefore keeps up the pressure with the heal spray, level 1. Alchemist, of course, all the rage on 1.29, pointed out before in 1.30. It got nerfed a little, but more and more experience for HawK, and that's level 4, and what a big advantage this is now in terms of mana regen. He's 40% ahead on the Archmage alone, he has the second hero, he has 5 supply more. This looks very good for the Russian.
And despite the fact that Anima is under pressure here, he's still going for the altar hero, not for the tavern hero, which is so much faster. And to be honest with you, it doesn't surprise me. Anima loves the MK, plays him pretty much whenever he can. We mentioned earlier, surrounds, and especially Stormbolt surrounds, that's his forte, his specialty. Is he cancelling it? No.
For HawK, we see an early blacksmith, plus early upgrades.
Oh yeah, really early. Actually finished before the second Sanctum even.
Yes.
He's gonna have his footies benefit from that as well for as long as they live. Finally a return kill here, gets one of the Shadow Priests.
And the nice footman.
And we're getting towards the mid game. Shadow Priest no longer that important.
But you know, it's all experience. Water Elemental is gone as well. But the longer the fights go, the more we see how good this brilliant or level 2 is. It got nerfed as well, so it's not as good as it was in 1.29. Oh, Mountain King, does he have to use another Stormbolt? End of mana stealing here. Experience.
Stormbolt was too late. Or,
yeah.
Oh, no, he did. I think he did get it, but he split the experience.
Okay.
I think that's the way it worked. Oh, that acid bomb against the militia.
Goes
and
to
there we go.
Stormbolt. He spray against it. Can he fight out? Doesn't seem like it. Town portal out by HawK, but man, it did keep him busy. And still, no level 2 Brilliant Aura for the Frenchie.
And that was the first time we saw that today. The Stormbolt's around. I bet it's not going to be the last time.
A player's forces
So HawK has to react, has to go for those invols. Maybe even a Zeppelin? That would be playing it very safe though. It's kind of expensive, 240 gold.
Also takes quite some time to creep up, but of course all the steps towards level 5 are much appreciated. We do not see a blacksmith at all for Anima, so HawK's gonna be 2 upgrades ahead soon. Maybe he stays at 50. He's pulling militia even. He's so confident that he wants to expand now. Looks like it, right?
Could also just be in case of a creep jack coming in to have some reinforcements from militia. But this would be a very unexpected expansion position. We see this pretty much never. Gets the crystal ball. Where does he scan? Scans the... I don't even... Ah, the other red camp, actually. That's not exactly where his opponent is, though. A Shadow Priest is up there on the high ground for some reason. Maybe Anima forgot about that one. And it is actually the Expo.
Early tier 2 expos are of course a thing that happened in Human Mirror. This can be a thing that gives your advantage away if it's scouted early enough and killed early enough. And I guess HawK is going, with that expansion, HawK is going for a very late game. And the later the game goes, it becomes the better the Mountain King is. I mean, the Alchemist is never bad.
Yeah,
in
I would
no
agree
state
that
of the
we
game.
can keep better, but I don't know if the advantage is so much to make up for an expansion. I think The biggest danger for the Expo is until it's finished, because this will be, what, 600 gold invested, and in a straight-up human mirror that throws you back so far if the game is even. But it was not even. HawK took the advantage, and now the Expo is up. It didn't get punished, no peasants killed, no towers cancelled, no other units slaughtered. And I think HawK is in a magnificent position right now.
He's breaking upkeep already, has 1-1 upgrades, level 3 on the Alchemist, big mana potion in Wool. He's quite tanky as well with the Circuit and the Belt of Giant Strength. And especially against the Stormbolt, this belt is worth so much, 1100 HP already. Armor is also not that bad here on level 3, and the Archmage is level 5, so as, yeah, HawK is in a great position. Anima caught up with the Aura, Mountain King is level 3 as well. With Cloak of Flames can be very nice if he makes his way into the caster backline. But yeah, the upgrades are still worrying me, man. The Blacksmith only coming now. Is HawK investing already? Yes, 2-1 coming. Or
Yeah,
2-2.
and he's just churning out units right now. With all that income, he can produce. And he's gonna be... He's 3 upgrades ahead, right? Yeah, he's 3 upgrades ahead. He's gonna be 4 upgrades ahead.
This is really tough. Really tough. No heal scroll though. But he gets rid of the shop, and that means no breaker production for Anima, who did not break upkeep, so it's 13 supply ahead for the Russian. And France is under siege. I mean, they know that feel, historically, but... here we go. He's supply blocked as well. Can't even go for priests anymore.
Yeah, this is looking pretty desperate. Blizzard Clap combo! That's a lot of damage, which he's not ready for with Scrolls of Healing. He wanted to heal spray, but there's Wand of the Wind. Anima making some really nice plays right now. Double kill with the next Blizzard, and the Clap. That was 4 kills, 5 kills. That was really nice by Anima. Was that his way back into this
Player's
game?
forces are under attack.
That's possible, but he needs to have a follow-up attack now. Maybe even against the Expo. Blizzard, of course, does a tremendous job against buildings and against workers and prevents the repair most of the time. So that's his chance, I guess. Heal scroll now as well.
Yeah, this one's not over yet, guys. Once these breaker numbers reach like 10 or something, of course, Blizzard Clap, they don't care about that. But maybe, at the moment, maybe this is Anima's one chance here to still do it. Up on the high ground, he is, but he's getting drained so much by this Arcane Tower. He doesn't even have Clap mana anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Also no mana potion. Whoa, this Mountain King is melting! Heal scroll, he has 1, he has to use it, I guess. But it's not been focused anymore. Heal spray against all the breakers. Can he save everything? Yes, stays at 50. 10 supply ahead. HawK is still with the expansion running. And more breakers arriving. Anima had to rebuild the shop, had to rebuild farms, has to catch up in upgrades, and at some point has to break upkeep. That's exactly what he's doing now.
There's so many things he has to get done. And the clock, of course, still greatly in favor of the Russian. And there it is, 4 upgrades ahead right now. Finally, the first upgrade's coming. Oh no, the second one, excuse me. He already has the 1 attack upgrade. But at the moment, it's 4 breakers versus 6, 7. And it's only gonna be getting worse and worse.
A player's forces are under
Alchemist
attack.
level 4. Book of the Dead, of course. Useless, will be dispelled instantly. Oh,
Archmage.
Stormbolts around. Has to go for the Townfall here with his level 5 AM.
Exactly. And that means he can't save him with the TP anymore.
Yeah. And this time there's mana. This time there's quite some mana here, but the Archmage is far in the back, and he has to fight up the high ground. That clap didn't do too much. Blizzard draining onto the casters.
But the heal spray is counteracting it, right?
Yeah, Mountain King again low. Has a mana potion this time, and an invul. But where's the healing coming from? Oh, double level up, that's okay.
Level 5, level 3 Blizzard now. That's gonna hurt quite a bit more. Okay, let's get the heal spray. There is the Wand of the Wind again. But that was... He has 1 more charge. Book of the Dead immediately dispelled. Disappears for a lot of experience.
The priests, man, they can't heal, they can't stand, they have to dance around the entire time. So that's healing, missing on the front line, but man, this breaker wall is overwhelming. 70 supply versus 52, excuse me.
Alchemist, by the way, 1350 HP. He is a brutal tank. But still more and more mining. 74 supply now for HawK. 52 for Anima.
The upgrade sake. Way too few breakers. They're all hurt. Blizzard is the carry, but for how much longer? Mass teleport, is it close?
The player's forces are under attack.
But Anima's moving more. He's being chased across the map with his super strong breakers.
Yeah. And it was scary there for a while. That reveal of the Clap Blizzard combo did a lot, but this Expo is just too good. It's doing too much for HawK.
Yeah, Anima has to spend his gold on basically everything. Army, items, upgrades. He invested the Tome of Retraining, which of course costs a lot as well. And HawK, man, he's just building an army. What a massive army that is. He always has a better concave around his opponent's breakers. So he constantly kills them faster, which of course starts with kind of a snowball. I don't know. He can kind of disable or distract the priests. But it's
Like for the hero kill once again. Stormbolt, surround. We saw it before, but it's not close this time. And now the MK's out of mana. He can't try to go for it again. And the AM's safe. And the Alchemist is super safe. He has so many HP. And still the Invul pops it right there. Oh, the AM. Oh my god, he's melting against the Acid Bomb. And the focus. First hero down. GG. And the lead for HawK.
very convincing play by HawK here. His decisions were right. Going for the early blacksmith and early upgrades cost a lot. But he still made it work to win that fight with those upgrades. Your camera is very dark, by the way. Went for the upgrades, got the advantage there. Used that advantage for this expansion, while not giving this advantage away with the investment into the expansion. And from then on, it was super duper hard. Also, once again, like this is always the case somehow, whoever gets level 4 first has so much control in the game. Due to more water limit.
Yeah, HawK got ahead so early there. And I really like the Alchemist choice as well. You can really feel when you go for the normal hero, the Altar hero, you just keep on falling further and further behind. And then by getting ahead that little bit, getting up the Expo is the logical step, I guess. If you're ahead, get further ahead, as the sage Artosis has told us. Thank you here to our 2 new supporters, or resubs, I guess. Kaikatsu with the 2 months, 24 months, I mean, 2 years that is. And the Brass Man, 8 months. He says, I love back to Warcraft. Oh, that's very nice of you, buddy.
Congrats to your 2-year sub badge, man. Much appreciated. Thanks for the support throughout the years. Here we go. Anima versus HawK. Match number 2. Match points for the Russian. Anima could be eliminated after this very game. HawK again in blue, Anima in red?
HawK in red and Anima in blue. Babed subbing for the first time as well. Thank you so much, man. Welcome. So this is a super hard expansion map. We pretty much see it never. There was this one game between Infi and TH where Infi actually went for it, but TH with just relentless pressure took the win against it despite it running for quite a while. I would expect this to not be attempted by either player unless we have a big advantage early on. Something else to be said, normally we always see the human players rushing towards the Merc camp, but here it's so far out, away from your main, and especially with a new militia duration, it's like impossible to creep. So I think actually, for once, we're not going to see any Shadow Priests here for a long time.
Yeah, that's indeed very rare for Human Mirror. As you pointed it out on Echo Owls, on Last Refuge, even on Twisted, we see it all the time. That could be interesting, so that really comes down to who has the better micro in the early, or who has the better creep route. Level 3, absolutely doable here, but not that easy. We saw some humans going for shop first. Romantic comes to mind, but not too many, and it's quite some time ago. And of course, it's Archmage, that's no discussion really.
So we have lightning shields nowadays here.
Yeah.
Could that be a thing? If you pop a water elemental into your opponent's base,
Player's forces are under
and pop the lightning shield there. That can be very painful. And the drops have been reduced, though. So...
But only on PTR.
Oh, right, only on PTR.
It's still 1/4 of a chance at
True.
this camp, this camp, this camp, and this camp. So 4 chances with a 25% chance. What tells you that, you know?
It's 100% all the
it's
time.
It's a 100% chance to see a lightning shield.
Exactly.
The numbers don't lie.
So what are the item drops here? We have, oh, gloves and the mantle. Anima here kind of getting the nuts. On the other side for HawK, it's only the cloak. Unlikely to become too impactful. And here we go. Going towards the kobolds. Oh, they still trigger the aggro, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. That's also something getting fixed on the PTR here. The murlocs get aggroed when you attack the kobolds in the middle.
Do the kobolds get triggered when you attack the murloc?
Players' forces are under attack.
I think so.
I think so too.
Do they? Yeah, they do.
Kind of spirit link between them.
So do we see a lightning shield? Sentry wards for HawK. And... replenishment.
So far, the game stays fair with replenishment and sentry wards. Sentry wards is a little better, I guess. Places it in the middle of the map, close to level 3 is HawK. Level 3 for Anima already, since he scripted the little murlocs a little faster. And since he's faster on level 3, he's the aggressor.
But somehow the economy is looking much better for HawK here. His tech way faster. Which really shouldn't be the case, but a lot of his militia are hurt. This is a little scary. One of them's gonna die to the water elemental. And there is an entrance to the main, by the way. Normally we see that sealed off, so the water elementals can't walk in and out. And thanks to that, a second peasant has been lost now.
During tech. That always hurts, because you can't reproduce them. But yeah, tech is super far away. Like, not far away, far ahead. For the Russians. That means, of course, early priest, and that might win you the first fight.
And 2 peasants lost already hurts, but you really don't want to lose any more. However, 1 is super hurt already, and even more might be falling here. This is some really good damage that Anima is getting in.
Yeah, really annoying. Kills another one. That's the 4th peasant, 4th lumber worker, and maybe he can just... These footmen might... Oh, no, now again. Or not. This might delay his sanctums, though.
Yeah, absolutely. He only has 200 lumber right now. He may have to go for a lumber mill here.
Players' forces are under attack.
Doesn't do that, though. However, the footman advantage is certainly with HawK. He's got a lot of footies. With an alchemist second once again, he could try to utilize them extremely well upon hitting tier 2, trying to come back that way.
Anima with supply and experience deficit as well. Once again, we have this race towards level 4. But yeah, how does he want to take a fight now against all these footmen? He can't, right?
Yeah, I think he just can't. He'll just have to
are under attack.
harass, maybe, be a little bit annoying, but he certainly can't hope to win a straight-up battle. But once his tier 2 is up, and he's got his casters and his second hero, he can try to do that once again, but his tier 2 is quite a bit later here, as HawK is finishing right now, and Anima still has to wait a little.
Moves for both. He was able to get them staff as well. He wants to cancel tier 2 buildings now. And that might work quite well. Only 1 tower. The Shredder helps in the defense though.
The Shredder was, by the way he addressed his lumber issue. Way better solution than the lumber mill suggested by me. I like that choice. And actually his lumber, yeah, is okay now again. He has the double sanctums coming. And with that he's even ahead of his opponent.
1 was elemental, but that should not be enough. This Alchemist second again by HawK, all the rage. Anima arrived at tier 2 as well. Is it for him the Mountain King? He has a lot of resources here, going Sanctum, that's no surprise, and Mountain King again. So, same situation as last game, with the absence of a blacksmith.
And this alchemist is level 2 already. MK not even out. Anima, though, this time trying to be, you know, a little bit annoying, trying to keep his opponent busy, and not falling too far behind with the second hero. Gets the cancel on the shop, that's very nice. Breaker's delayed. Cancels it again. And the water elemental doesn't even give up experience.
Acid Bomb second, of course. No Chemical Rage. A little bit of damage for the
A player's
Archmage.
forces are under attack.
But he finally got his Sanctums up, and he's not too far away. He is one priest behind, I guess. That's alright. Creeps in the meantime. I really like the simultaneous creeping of Anima, the multitasking in general. He uses that quite well.
Yep. But this Alchemist is getting a lot of experience here. What's the item?
Nice against the both are kind of, well, they are kind of at the front line because the Alchemist is a melee hero. Of course, he likes to spam his heal spray from afar, but Mountain King is always up front, so you can reach for the mana steal.
Bolt! Surround! I feel like we've seen this before.
Indeed, but can he fight out of that?
He can transfer the TP, or can he just heal through it? I don't think the heal will be good enough. Needs to give him the teleport. We'll have to pop it. Is he fast enough? He is. A lot of HP after all, if not that much armor. And he survives with this, but that's the TP gone.
TP gone indeed. Close to level 3 ultimate, so one more kill.
A player's
level
forces
3.
are under
Mountain King
attack.
still starting to level at the beginning of level 1. And the Archmage doesn't have an advantage either, so once again, things are looking good for HawK. But Anima can catch up, he gets the Dispel now as well, first breakers are coming, and with malicious support, creeps forward.
There's a sentry here though, he sees this. He can hustle his way across the map right now. The militia duration is going to be over soon, and everything here is hurt already. Oh man, an Acid Bomb is going to pain him a lot. But he does have a TP to get out, may have to use it, and will.
And he got a mana potion, so worth it then. Expansion and mana potion for a town portal, I guess it's fine. But HawK's gonna get even more experience.
No, that's gonna be his level 3. Really surprised that he didn't go for the invulns yet. Alchemist, what are you doing? Alright, falling back now. He is on that level 3. He has the upgraded heal spray, but not too much mana at all. And now, Anima's favorite hero, the MK, will find one kill onto the priest. He's looking for a second.
With malicious support now. Anima wants to take the fight. Throws another Stormbolt, but of course it got a little weaker over the time. And the footmen are suffering so hard against this Acid Bomb, man. It's such a nice spell against, like, for this position in the game. When Anima tries to push with mass, and the Acid Bomb just hits it, and you can decimate the numbers.
Yeah. But the Expo came up again by HawK. And this time, he wasn't really with a big advantage, to be honest.
Yeah.
But still felt in a good
well, he had a
position.
2-level advantage basically on the second hero, so Anima had to creep and HawK knew it.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
Kill after kill.
And, I mean, Stormbolt is good, but there's so many footies, he would like to have some AoE of his own.
That is ready now, here we go. Massive stun everything. Level 4 on the Archmage. On both Archmages, actually. No Brilliance or advantage this time.
Water Elementals? Not being dispelled just yet. Do they not have Adept training? No, they do, actually. Expose mining once again.
Anima's counter-expanding, though.
Oh, yeah.
Player's forces are under
2
attack.
Expos. That's pretty cool. And looks like they're both coming up.
HawK has a ward, though. I don't know if he sees it. More priests are falling. That should be the case. Like, if you lose footmen, alright. If you lose breakers, meh, but still alright. But priests, not really.
That's of course the strength of the Stormbolt. Controlling those units for 5 seconds. There's another Stormbolt. That's another kill.
He also did a good job in burning the heroes. They have one spell to use each. Thanks to the breaks, of course. 48 supply for Anima, 52 for HawK. We see upgrades already. No blacksmith for HawK, no blacksmith for Anima.
And Anima really can't afford it as far as lumber goes. HawK is sitting pretty with that. He has been having the shredder for a long time now. Tons of lumber for him.
Creep Jack here. Renegade Wizard is down. What item is it? Rune Braces against the Stormbolt is super nice.
Lost one priest here, but that's certainly worth it. MK looking for more Stormbolt kills, but he's out of mana. He's getting drained now, of course, by those breakers.
He used the big mana potion already under attack, so that shows you how much he invested into the fight before. bomb into the priests now. Whoa, that hurts. Oh,
Level 3, that's enough mana! He has the Stormbolt! Dodges it with the invul. Very well done.
Dodged by HawK, indeed. And now it's Breaker Wars, but he's just going for the heroes, right? This is Anima's play here now. He wants the kill, and he doesn't get it. In the meantime, 2 footmen trying to slaughter the peasants, but not really working. At least causes a distraction and causes Anima to move back, not to chase. And now HawK is dictating the fight again.
Yeah, HawK has a bit of a supply lead now, 59 against 51. Usually in this position, militia support would be the big advantage for the defender, but they've all died before. Thanks a lot in part to the acid bomb. Here we see it coming in once again. MK down to barely any armor, has to be careful here. Couple more priests though will be falling. Breaker numbers pretty even between the two.
Yeah, we have 2 priests on each side as well, right? And he's chasing this Archmage again, he's chasing the priest, trying to burn mana. This one should be a guaranteed kill. On the other side, Mountain King is quite low himself. He has a Stormbolt soon though. In 5. There we have it. Now that he's in range of brilliance, our everything will be a little faster.
Gets another kill here, alright.
Can he dodge the Stormbolt again with the invul as we've seen before?
Pretty much dead even in supply here between the two. This is a really close one, guys.
And for HawK, the blacksmith is coming.
Alright, so long term, this should give him a big edge. Again, Anima can't really afford it. He's actually remaking peasants here, so he's gonna have more lumber once again, but at the moment he doesn't have enough to support those upgrades. He's going for more and more units. We have the Scourge Bone Chimes, which are kind of useless. Level 4 though for the Alchemist, that's pretty good. Has a level 2 heal spray now as well. Or was it heal spray before? I'm not even sure.
That was acid bomb. Now 60-60 fight though, and HawK is a little hurt. Mountain King has some mana again, catches another acid bomb, but not too much affected apart from this Mountain King. So what can he do? Stunning the Archmage who forces the town portal maybe. Oh, the Mountain King is super duper low, getting burned over and over. Does he have some mana? Yes, he does. One more Stormbolt is in. Invul Potion pop. He either forces the town portal or the Invul, and HawK dodges it again. So sweet.
I was waiting for that one. And now the MK in trouble. Is there enough mana for an acid bomb? There sure is. Has to be a TP here though on the AM. Can the MK survive down here? Can he be staying in this? Less than 100 HP.
Staying alive, staying alive. That's the song of the Mountain King just yet. Same goes for the Archmage though. He doesn't sell the Scourge Bone Chimes, interestingly. Keeps it only for the Alchemist, as it seems. Blacksmith is coming for Anima now as well.
Forces are under attack.
Alright, so he's gonna be able to follow up on those upgrades. None have been started to research yet.
Level
There's
5
a lot of
Archmage.
Oh yeah, that's a big deal.
And
Is
you see the
HawK
water
close
elemental
himself? Kind of close.
Water Elemental in the peasant line, doing quite some damage, but the Russian is about to strike back with his entire army and the Shredder. The Blacksmith won't finish. We have no upgrades yet, but Town Portal home by Anima.
No TP anymore, by the way. This is a little bit scary. And guess what? Where's the MK?
Oh my god, this acid bomb was so sick! Yeah, where's the MK? There he is in the back line. He has 1 Stormbolt only, level 5 for HawK on the Archmage, so Water Elemental equalized here. But look at the priests, how they're suffering. They have to heal each other, and there's no more healing left for the Breakers. This is not good. He's looking for a Hail Mary, trying to go for it, but Invul Potion again. He opens up the surround, going for the Mountain King. This could be the elimination for Anima right there.
But the MK can go for the Stormbolt now on the Archmage because he doesn't have a TP. He doesn't have a potion. He only has the heal spray. Who's gonna die first? The MK dropping low himself, but he's pretty tanky. Same cannot be said for the Archmage. I think they're both gonna die. MK first, and then the the Archmage to follow. Can they go for a Tavern Revive? I think they have to. And another surround. Could it be any other way? The Alchemist is stuck. He might be able to fight out of this, but he keeps it closed. With 1 breaker after the next, but he's losing a lot of breakers for this, but it's gonna be a level 5 hero kill. That's so much experience. Is that level 6 for him? It is!
Mass teleport, hello! Haven't seen you in a while. No hero anymore for HawK. He's still in this game though. 50 supply only for him. We saw a hero tavern revive on the Archmage, but he's like 2/3 of a level behind now.
But he can just go for the Alchemist right after, actually. Has to wait a little bit longer, but he's getting so much money, of course, from those 2 bases. And now he has the resources. There we go. Alchemist back as well.
And the Mountain King is in the tavern. He's fighting without a second hero with a super strong Archmage. But that's about it. Mountain King's back from the tavern now as well, without mana though.
3 buybacks, dude. But now, this Stormbolt is so dangerous.
Yeah, but he has no mana.
Yeah, once he has mana, I think, of course. Gets another priest here. Man, Anima taking the lead here, seemingly?
Yeah.
As far as supply goes, though, we're still very even.
A lot of stuff for Anima is across the map, like, saved. He can't attack that well here.
I'd love to see a Zeppelin here from HawK to be safe.
Level 5 Alchemist, by the way. He's 2 levels ahead of the Mountain King. Still. And this Acid Bomb level 3, man, is -5 armor. It's an AoE Orb of Corruption, basically.
Old orb.
Old Orb, exactly.
Got this level 4 here, finally on the MK. That's not gonna make too much of a difference, though, most likely.
A player's forces are under attack.
How much
Damn,
gold
this-
is left in the mines?
Awesome tug of war here. Oh, mass teleport. Where are we going? He cancels it.
He's
All right.
not going home, okay. Just walks then. So how much gold is left in the mines? 1,800 for both of them. What a fight! There we have it.
Great
Acid Bomb.
advantage, by the way, again for HawK. Anima in the blacksmith. He is starting to make his upgrades here, so he's gonna equalize with them.
But again,
soon.
he's 2 upgrades down.
A player's forces are under attack. A
No
town is
damage
under
reduction
siege.
with that acid bomb. 20%.
Oh, there's one breaker down south. He could mass teleport onto him, but then he's exposing his own expansion at the same time.
I agree. 61 versus 55. Nice little concave. Oh, he's going for the Archmage again. What a one-trick pony, but it's so goddamn effective as HawK is not carrying a town portal. No staff, of course. Boom, Archmage down again. Invo potion. Mountain King escapes the surround. It was close. Mass teleport out now. And I guess this is the counter attack. Nope. He's going to the shop, actually. And this, like, HawK has to all in now, right? He's going to the tavern. He's buying him
A
back. He has
player's forces
800
are
gold.
under attack.
He needs to get something done. Stormbolt. And guess what? That's an invitation if I ever saw one.
He's got the TP though, so he certainly shouldn't lose that one. He wants to get his own hero kill here, but no. Uh-oh, the AM. Is he gonna get this kill during the TP? It's so close!
Whoa! 11!
11 HP. Oh my God.
11 HP. Oh my god.
HawK, will you please buy Invos? For the love of God.
Ah, man, he can't afford it due to all those buybacks.
He's got 150 right now.
That is correct. Then gold mine, 750.
Dead even in supply.
Upgrade number 2 for Anima as well. HawK can't afford a 3rd upgrade at the moment. He has to replenish his army.
Alright, finally he's going
Player's
for the
forces
Invos.
are under
Mass
attack.
teleport is such a huge advantage. He's 1 level ahead, Archmage-wise. And now, there we go. Huh. Not too efficient, to be honest.
Uh-oh. Stormbolt, I see one flying. He's going for the counter surround this time, though. Doesn't get the surround here. MK's
So
dropping
much
really
burn!
low.
Invo potion, yeah, he had to pull that earlier. The breakers burned almost all his mana, but he's trying to go for the alchemist once more. A little bit of healing comes in. Invo potion being popped, stunned. He wants to go for something, but man, this Mountain King is out of the fight now. It's way too hurt.
Looking for the next Stormbolt. He still has the mana. Went for that potion of mana earlier. But there's healing potions now as well for HawK.
And he holds. The Russian holds. Still in this game. Mass teleport into the peasant line to save his income. 100 gold in the mines. He
Damn it,
didn't
this-
make good use of mass teleport yet, I feel.
No, not yet.
Gold mine down. 1 base on both sides. HawK Expo was earlier, but still 13,000, 14,000. That doesn't make a big difference. They just have income.
No Invos at the moment, though, for HawK. Which is like the most important item when playing against Anima, as we saw earlier.
Mana potion on the Mountain King. He doesn't want to have the
player's
same
forces
situation
are
than
under
before.
attack.
Archmage only with the rune bracers. Alchemist is going to the shop. Will he be back in time? As Anima is preparing a big attack, but sends the footman back.
Uh-oh, what's he doing? Akam is still standing there with the sentry ward. I don't know if he saw him. No, wasn't quite in range. Whew.
Oh my, what a great human mirror we have to our hands here. It's getting kind of out of control. Red spot creep has not been scouted. He's trying.
Players' forces are
But
under
it's
attack.
nighttime. Okay, he sees him now. Going for the big dispel. More experience.
Is that level 5 MK? I think it is, right?
Looks like it is. The Archmage is away for
Yeah.
sure.
Could be a big item as well. There's a lot of nice ones to grab up here. His movement
not
speed aura is
interfering.
probably the best.
Yes. Still not interfering. Only going for the shop. He lets him creep this. Legion Doomhorn. Oh yeah. That's
gets it as
exactly what Remo called.
Oh, Alchemist, what are you doing?
Oh,
Dodges
dodges
the
it with the
Stormbolt. But that's the one invul he had.
Yeah.
Forced out immediately.
Yeah. Alchemist is completely naked. Misses the acid bomb. And now, this was the first really, really good usage of the mass teleport. HawK has to respond with either an attack or a town portal, but I don't think he has a town portal. Since only his break is in, though, it's not mass damage.
The town is under siege.
And now
Opening
we
the
have a
economy
base
here.
race.
There's gonna be mass teleport again ready soon. He's missing the mana right now, but he's getting that quickly, of course. Oh, is this just a normal TP? It is. Alright. Hero kills. Is that the answer once
Whoa.
again?
He's jumping right on top of him, but massive acid bomb. He's going for the Archmage, and he survives for now. But as I said, no TP, no rescue at all. Has to go for the counter kill, but there's so much stuff for Anima, and he equalizes this series. Woo! That was fun.
And once again, Anima makes it work with a bolt surround. HawK not always paying enough respect to this tactic.
Yeah. I agree. There was no response to that, really. It was kind of stubborn play by HawK, just doing it over and over again. He tried, of course, to go for the invuls at the last moment of the game, but then
Yeah.
his alchemist got intercepted, and yeah, he lost those invuls quite fast.
And also, what about a Zeppelin? I think a Zeppelin should have been purchased there a long time ago. Keep your heroes in the back. Yes, they can be attacked by water elementals, but water elementals move very slowly.
Yeah.
Your heroes will be staying way in the back, and then when the bolt flies, ideally you can pick up while it's in the air, but even if it's only after. A Zeppelin could have saved him a lot of headaches in this game, but props to Anima.
Yeah.
Making use of his favorite combo, the Stormbolt Surround.
We had to rehost, or what? Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, the game was closed.
Did we thank Deadman on Fire already?
I don't believe we did.
Alright, then we do it now. Deadman on Fire, 28-month resub. Hail Satan, he says. Alright. Getting more and more subs. You're getting closer to 525. How much have we now? 503. We lost some, actually, during the cast. After this game, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games more. Most likely casting until midnight.
It's gonna be the longest cast in a long time, dude.
Around 10 hours. 9 hours. 9.5.
If it's still midnight, it's 11 hours, right?
We started at 1.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Hell yeah, dude. 11 hours of Warcraft. Let's go. And later we're gonna have not Night Elf versus Human. That could have been long ones as well. But this is 1.30, guys. This is really exciting. In this matchup, maybe not the most novelty. This one still seems to be pretty much the breaker meta. But I've already seen some new stuff, and especially Night Elf versus Orc later on, Lolite versus Focus. I'm really interested to see what's going to be happening there. Because Talons, I don't know if that's the best idea anymore.
Yeah, I agree. Costs a little more, so you don't have that much gold. But we will get into that later with the Focus versus Lawlight game. We can get into that. So far, not too much has changed in Human Mirror as it seems, but in all the talks we had after the patch, everybody said that this matchup will most likely be the least affected of the patch.
Yeah. Breakers, they did get nerfed if you want to be really specific with the spell steal, but in this matchup it doesn't matter. There's no buffs going on. So, yeah. Not a factor. Alchemist, that's something that I expected to perhaps have an impact, but I mean, did that become noticeable? The heal spray being weaker now? I feel like the acid bomb, it always looks so good early on and also in the mid game, but I don't think like it scales the best. Yes, it's one more minus armor every level, but it's not so much AoE tick damage.
The problem rather is that we have more breakers, and they are not affected by acid bomb. In the early game, when we have level 1 acid bomb, we don't have breakers really, and we see how it shines against footmen and the early priests. And later on, you don't really have the follow-up damage to the acid bomb.
Yeah. When you use it on a hero and you get some right clicks in, it can be pretty good, but it's not quite the same as a Stormbolt.
Exactly. So, there seems to be a little issue here because Anima has a way better ping than, like, what is way better? Like 30 more?
Yeah. Which is, I don't know, a little bit, I guess. It seems like HawK would like to have a bit of a fairer host. All right.
Might have been a host then.
Or is it?
No. Anima says go. Of course he doesn't understand what's going on. Most likely everybody's talking in Russian. Okay, HawK says go! And then we go into the last game of this human mirror.
They're both team 1. Okay,
whatever, we have time, right?
Oh, there it is. Whoops!
It's so unfair. We have a barbecue downstairs and they're grilling lamb. And
wow.
I start to smell it. And it's so unfair.
You're having lamb for barbecue? Dude, how much money do you guys have? What the hell?
It's not me, man. As you can see, I am eating bananas and ballistos. And I'm not taking part in this stuff because I'm casting walkers. I'm so freaking hungry. Because we haven't had
me too.
5 minutes of a break since 1.
I'm gonna have to order something, I don't know, within the next hour or so. Dude, remember that lamb in Yinchuan?
Yeah, best ever.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was probably the best food I've ever had, actually, as well.
Yeah, I think so too.
That was just incredible.
I agree.
There's some of the best booze as well. That,
The magic Baiju.
Yeah, the magic Baiju.
I wonder how many monsters I'm gonna kill throughout the day. I mean, it's only 6 hours. I'm still at my first, but do you know it's getting harder and harder and harder?
Yeah, dude. Chuck those things. Let's go. Like the cast after the TI, I was pumping in so many energy drinks. It didn't really work too well though.
How many did you drink? Like 4 liters, you said?
No, I had a total of 4 liters across several days though. So
okay.
I think on that day I had I had 4, so 2 liters. Yeah.
Anima in red this time. Oh, man, I miss my overlays so much where I don't have to pick these colors. And where we have resources.
In the blue, towards the right of Echo Isles, Anima the Frenchman to the left. We've actually been seeing a little bit of MK first here. It was Anima versus... In Human Mirror, yes. Anima versus... I think it was Blade. I'm not sure. But it was some European dude. Yeah, it was MK first Mirror.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, they
I've
must
never
have
seen
known-
that before.
They must have known from ladder, I guess.
And Anima lost that game, by the way. With him being the MK expert, I thought that he would have the edge, but no, he lost that game.
We're seeing quite some weird games here. That's always fun. Mountain King Mirror. When I play for fun on a random account, I play Inhuman Mirror Mountain King Dragon Hawks, which is super annoying to play against, but it's super fun to play. Not the most efficient thing, but you know, I'm just doing it for the lulz. And I don't know, I have seen it once in my life being played in a pro game. Of course he got wrecked.
Yeah, no Mountain King first here. We have Archmages for both.
I mean, it's about quite some money if you survive a little longer here in this tournament. If you make it top 3, if you make it top 4, you get twice the prize money as if you are eliminated in the first round. $36 for participation. If you make it top 4, it's $72. Third place, $144. Basically, you double your income.
And especially top 2, that's where the big money is. Big esports money. So, starting off with the Ogres first, actually, not heading for the Merc camp immediately, kind of surprises me, and they're both doing it. Huh, Neo, isn't that something?
It is, like, we always have these runs for the mercenary camp. Maybe they just want to be
are under attack.
like they want to make sure that they get level 2, or have an item or whatever. Well, they're gonna be level 2 both. Anima again with a better item at the start, with the circlet over the gloves. You see Scout Tower here, he's not skipping that. Same for Anima. You can skip that for fast attack or whatever you want, but that is so risky. If your opponent scores that and abuses that with the water elemental drops, you're basically because of the tower. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Now when we see human mirrors in the Asian scene, we see quite a bit of that. Both players getting to level 3 and then going towards their opponent's bases, and then we have some base trade scenarios sometimes. Haven't seen that yet, especially in those situations. Arcane Tower is so important.
We have a parry up over a Ring of Regeneration. Ring certainly better, I feel, but both not game-breaking items. First Shadow Priest on both sides, and yeah, they can be sniped quite well for the Mountain King later. Of course, they are there for the spell. No attempt to steal the one, I guess. You don't have the resources, right? As you need to tech.
Yeah, I guess so. Really surprised that Anima is walking over without level 3. Going for the boots here. It's going to be very nice for his MK later, which I am betting is going to come out.
I think he can just dispel and get level 3 that way.
Ah, that's true actually. Yeah, that's a good point. Trying to come in here to do some damage. Let's see if it works. So far nothing has died. And there we go. Dispel, level 3. That's pretty cool actually. But does he have the upper hand from this? Wow. HawK is expanding in his face?
And Anima has a Berserker, which is a really nice response to this Expo, but he's taking a lot of damage. He needs to stay away from this footman, keep it safe. He can't afford to lose this Berserker at all.
Yeah, they both have a Berserker actually.
Ah, yeah.
One more abolish. He almost has a second. Doesn't even need it. Water Elemental down. And Anima really only has a couple of footies here to stay in this fight. So the Expo actually comes up even with Anima being right there with Mercs.
Wow. That is pretty bad for him. He started his tech. Of course, this tech will be super far ahead. Maybe 90 seconds or so. And, but then what?
Anima at least got the next mercenary though. May be able to take out this one footman as well. Got that Shadow Priest. Would love to get the next Berserker, but it's gonna take a while till that becomes available again. We have the Scout Tower finishing into an Arcane. That's a big help.
Archmage is sacrificing some HP for this Berserker, runs into the arms of the Shadow Priest, and now HawK realizes, ah damn, he got the second round, so I am most likely without Dispel in the early. Except if he steals one, and he does. That is
a player's force
really big for HawK.
Exactly, that's a big deal. Next Berserkers are gonna be important here for the two as well. I feel like Anima needs to get them here to keep the pressure up.
Both of them? Can he? I can't afford it. But his Archmage is so low, I don't think he can keep this up any longer.
Yeah. Can take out a few footies, but that's okay. They're a dime a dozen when you have this expo. HawK has to prioritize getting the mercs here. And if he does, I think this game should be looking good for him. And especially in a situation like this, when you have the tech advantage against an expansion, this is where you really want to play Tavern Hero. Is this where Anima finally moves away from his favorite hero, Mountain King?
He would lose a lot of time if he's not going for an Alchemist. I mean, I think Panda is out of the human mirror equation now. Even if it's an expansion, I don't really see it work. For the early tier 2, yeah, but it's even like... Even a level 1 Panda doesn't really make a big difference. I don't think so.
Nah, I'd prefer Alchemist as well.
Yeah.
Just Acid Bomb just feels like the better, right? Like the better Breath of Fire nowadays.
Yeah, totally.
Against Footman at least,
And
and,
he
there it
does
is. There's the Alchemist.
He heals
Has
up
to
a
go for it.
lot. He creeps before for this level 4. And
I don't know if that's enough though. I don't think that's enough for level 4.
Sends the Alch away.
What? Close.
A player's forces are under attack.
But with Water Elemental Dispels, he's definitely gonna get it. Oh, and he may just get it with the
This is
creeps.
the last hit by HawK. It's gonna be so big, but he doesn't. Level 4.
Oh,
Okay, he wins the race, but HawK is catching up. One more kill and he has it. Heal Spray. This is of course nice now. Heal Spray versus no Heal Spray. He has a Berserker as well. 2 Shadow Priests on both sides. He caught up with level 4.
gets a Scroll of Healing here. That's a big deal. Is he gonna pop it right away? No, holds on to it for a little bit longer. Getting one of the Shadow Priests here.
I love how he snipes the Shadow Priests. It's like sacrificing some HP, but not units. He's not losing the units, just a little bit of health. And he gets both of them, most likely.
Towers are coming. This, by the way, is where we would sometimes see in Asia Tome of Retraining to Blizzard against the peasants in the expansion. But Anima didn't go for it.
A player's forces
Anyone knows
are
what's
under
up in
attack.
the other ward there, which is really nice. Focus fire of HawK just seems to be superior all the time. Oh! Archmage surround! Has to be a TP soonish. He's sacrificing some HP. Shadow Priest is falling. Needs to get rid of that one.
And he doesn't need the MK to go for the surrounds. And now it's scary. One more surround on the AM, and Anima may actually win this. Oh, Mass Militia coming.
Yeah.
He's calling them. Or is this for a counter expansion?
Yeah, he has to counter expand. At this point. How
But-
far is HawK's tech? Oh, almost done.
A
And an
player's
early
forces
blacksmith
are
again.
under
Of
attack.
course, thanks to the expansion, he can afford it.
I think it should work out for Anima, though. This expo isn't gonna take long, obviously, since it's power built. And it's still gonna be a while until we have the first couple of breakers coming up.
Back here. Yeah, the priests now. How far is this spell starting now? This is gonna be a game changer. Nice snipe by HawK. And now we have this double Alchemist play.
Double Alchemist and Mass Breakers. Let's go.
Yes.
Oh, but the AM is gonna harass the expo. But the priests are aware. They're gonna go over for the
Player's forces are under
dispels.
attack.
So,
Oh, the slow.
yeah, so ballsy by HawK to not have a staff, to not have a TP.
Uh-oh.
Only going for an invulp who uses it now. Slow wears off, of course. He's following. It's only 7 seconds. He's trying to snipe the Sork. And it wears off. Does he have no mana for the second slow?
He does.
There we
Right.
go.
Can he surround him?
Like it.
He
Only
can. He
casters,
can.
though.
It's Anima. Of course he can.
Can he keep it closed? Is the question. There's Heal Spray on the priest and everything. So he kills this Archmage. HawK.
But it cost 3 casters.
Yeah. But it got him a level 4.6 Archmage.
He's going tier 3. HawK's going tier 3.
What? What? Workshop. We're actually seeing mod teams?
We actually are.
Wow.
Reviving the AM only now, a little bit late.
Also only from the altar.
And it's gonna be max revive time with him having been level 4.
he blocks the peasant. He keeps the footman. He keeps the footman away from the tavern.
Does he need the tavern revive though? He has 3 towers at his expansion. So that's the alchemist here. Oh, he cancelled the revive from the altar, and then he has to go for it again. Oh, what a miss. That was a massive mistake.
Too greedy, too early, too premature to cancelling this. And now he's in trouble.
That cost him so much time. That cost him like a solid minute.
Yeah. And a minute in Warcraft time is an eternity. Anima is mining and mining and mining, building a blacksmith now. Does he know about the tech though? I mean, he must know because there's no other units, right? And he's not going for breakers. Mortars are coming now. Massively nerfed. Especially on tier 3 with fragmentation shards.
But in a fortified position like this one, they're still gonna be potent
Blizzard.
from long range.
So the Tome of Retraining. We also have a heal scroll.
A player's forces are under attack.
He can
Needs to burn this mana with the arcane towers. He's not doing it.
Oh, and once this arcane tower is gone, floodgates are kind of open, but he keeps it up. Good acid bomb into the equipment, but this tower is gone. Super tough position for HawK now.
The AM is still back. He would have been back by now had he not cancelled it in the altar. Oh my god, this blizzard.
I did not expect this at all.
He has the heal spray here. There's only one more blizzard in this archmage for a little bit, if he uses it right away. Alright. Mana potion, more heal spray.
There's a bump into it as well, but yeah.
He's still mining. Breakers are starting to attack the AM. He doesn't have the mana anymore.
Okay, the solid supply lead, but only tier 2 units, and this... Okay, this mortar team helps now. Two mortar teams, super defensively positioned.
Fragmentation shards is finishing right now. It's done.
Pretty great against spellbreakers now, but you will see it's a lot less damage than on 1.29. First knights are out. He gets the perfect counter.
Doesn't have the paladin yet. Would love to have that, but he lost the farms already, so his supply block can't go for the third hero here. But the mortar teams, the knights, are really strong right now, even without animal war training. Doesn't have that yet. It's going to be finishing up in a moment as well, though.
Both alchemists level 2, and Anima has to run away. He's still at tier 2. Upgrades. 0-0 for the Frenchie, 0-0 for the Russian. But of course the tier 3 advantage. The mortar team damage is wrecking these casters. Oh, he's
pretty good dancing
right
from
into the projectiles.
Yeah, he's trying to dance with them, but that's time that they're not casting spells.
Yeah. Alchemist has to pop the invul to stay safe and alive. Blizzard now hits his own unit, but it's only equipment, so that's fine.
And HawK seems to have weathered the storm. He's at 80 supply. Paladin's coming. He's got this strong tier 3 army. He's got shop control now as well if he wants to. Once he'll scroll on each side. Can the Blizzard do this?
Especially against knights who have so much armor. Oh, focus on this. Alchemist here, but both are about to fall. Of course, HawK should have the advantage of a staff very soon. Bye for Anima. What a tug of war.
Yeah.
But I feel like Anima is losing grip.
He could afford it.
A
Shouldn't he
player's
go for
forces
it?
are under attack.
It takes some time. It takes a lot of time, actually.
Yeah, but I mean, if he doesn't tech, alright, he's got the resources for something else, but he's not going to win the game with those resources with anything else right now. It's not like he can go for a deadly push.
HawK is just... He can just defend until this gold mine runs out, which takes forever. What's the Archmage doing there? Catching hits? That's what he's doing.
Wants to harass with Blizzard here. Has the staff to get out as
Player's
well.
forces are under attack.
Very few knights. Do we have no more knights? Did he make the one and that's it?
Yeah,
Okay, we have
Town is under
2 more
siege.
coming.
Use it now. Denies the mining. Once more. But he has to fight without an Archmage now. Paladin is in. Did he get the staff? Yes, he did. 2 claws on the Archmage as well. Good damage. 3 mortar teams. Knights are coming in as well. Alchemist has to go for something. It's the town portal and he saves theirs for now.
Losing nothing on the way out. And this Blizzard Harass is really good. He's taking out the towers. There's still no mining here.
Exactly. Lots of peasants hurt in the back.
But now HawK's gonna return the favor. Goes for the Expo. It is very vulnerable here. Only the one Arcane. That's gonna be taken out so quick.
Does he give it up? No, he's engaging. 77 tier 2 supply versus 75 tier 3 supply. Triple hero. 3 mortar
and he's
teams.
going
Oh,
down
what a
to the
position.
choke for the mortar teams.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet baby Jesus. That is the best position imaginable.
And mortar teams also pretty good at taking out buildings, I heard.
Yeah. Blizzard has to arrive super soon. When is winter coming? Not fast
the
enough.
south.
As always, it's coming now. The south remembers, as it seems, but the Murlocs are attacking Acid Bomb and Blizzard. Rattling through, he takes care of one mortar team, but the expansion is gone. How much will HawK lose in the process?
He can afford to lose quite a bit. As you said, the Expo's dead. HawK still staying in this battle. Has the heal spray towards the back. 2 of his mortar teams have fallen. There was a nice flank coming in from Anima from 2 directions to take out those massive damage dealers.
Oh, but he's losing quite a bit. Everything is hurt. But HawK doesn't want to stay in this fight. Losing 15 supply there. Alchemist not level 3. Archmage not level 5. I feel like this has to be the one deadly push. There's no towards the expansion anymore. He doesn't have the big tier 3 lead with only 1 knight and 1 mortar team. I think that's fine. But HawK is replenishing so fast. Double workshop. He has 5 production facilities right now.
Double workshop. Whoa.
And Anima can't produce. He has to get all the items that there are. And then push.
Oh, and the AM now is so close to level 5 for HawK.
Under attack.
As far as level 6 for Anima. 5.5. Can't do that. 3 mortar teams now. He's trying to get something from the marketplace. Just quick for level 4, I guess. Anything interesting here? Lightning shield, but too expensive. He's coming in with a blizzard again.
There's some free harass. You can always escape with that telly staff.
3,000 gold advantage for HawK at the end.
A player's
Big healing
forces
from the
are under
Alchemist.
attack.
Nice.
Alright, Anima's got his Expo up again, but that was expensive. And by the way, scouted as well with a flare.
Is he finally going to 3? No. Stays underdeveloped on tier 2.
There's a big creep camp to take right here. That could be level 2 Paladin, level 5 Archmage, and level 3 Alchemist. Holy crap. Gives it all to the Paladin, however.
Player's forces are under
Kind of hard to creep.
And he's harassing. HawK's multitasking is really nice right now.
town is under siege.
Anima is not doing too much with his time. He crept the north. Yep. That's about it.
Oh, there's Murlocs waiting here for the ensnare. Oh, not using it though, for whatever reason.
Out of net.
We still don't understand how ensnare works.
Not really, right?
Alright, gets these 40 kills.
But it's only 3 kills. I mean,
But he's getting closer to 6.
he has shop control. I think that's more important. With double heal scroll. And the 2 heal potions on the owl. How much in the main goal?
A player's forces are under attack.
And a big clash in the middle. For the shop. He sees, okay, only the invul. He has 1 heal scroll, but he has... Yeah, that's it. 1 invul, 1 heal scroll. Huge mass of spellbreakers, and he's diving for the backline. Nice holy light to save this one, and heal spray afterwards. So much healing for HawK. I guess he's doing the right thing to dive and take out the damage dealers. Archmage!
And goes for the surround again.
Whoa, holy light again to the rescue. Second time and only this one fight.
That spell becomes so damn powerful. Water Elemental's kind of free experience at this stage. Anima can do it with the surrounds once again.
Paladin.
That Paladin is super surrounded. Staff! Couldn't get in range. Almost level 6 now. Is he doing this?
One more kill and he is level 6. Alchemist staffed out, but the Archmage is in trouble as well. It's almost... Oh my god, he can't even get to level 5. He was like... finally he got it. He was like 2 kills away, but didn't get it. Look at this! The Priest and the Water Team all out of position. And that is level 6!
Oh man! With the tech disadvantage, just mass breakers!
How the hell is he doing this? Oh, the Knight! Look at the Knight! He wiped out the entire peasant line! He has to mass TP home to get rid of this one Knight! What a brave hero of war he is!
Yeah, that was a sacrifice well worth it. Buying a lot of time as well. Time for the Paladin.
The player's forces are under attack.
Big level ups, by the way, are right around the corner for HawK. He just got his level 5 AM.
The Alchemist is stuck!
Oh, he's stuck. Oh, that's very annoying.
No!
Maybe he can...
If he realizes this.
Maybe he can staff him out to safety.
Mass teleport. He's going for the altar, but he doesn't have the damage. Paladin is gonna pop out in a bit. He can mass heal from there, I guess.
There we go.
He stabbed him.
Staffs him to safety.
So once again we have this... Oh no, the 10 supply advantage is gone for Anima. Mass TP again, no disable. Going to the south, attacking the expansion again, but HawK is doing this nicely. Always having something there to defend. But do you see the difference of fragmentation shards? How big of a difference it is compared to 1.29?
Yep.
It's
no longer broken.
Yeah, it's no longer broken, indeed.
And Anima staying in this game is so nice. Yeah. So well played so far, but he's still at a deficit.
Again a heal scroll. Last fight he needed 2 heal scrolls. HawK has one as well. 1,500 gold, but almost no lumber for him. The typical human...
Oh, the mass teleport to find the mortar teams. That's so nice.
Oh, that was
Acid bomb onto them.
But he needs the kills
as well.
Damage isn't enough. He needs the kills.
A town is under siege.
You'll get the one, at least.
With the boots is nice.
But once again, one knight sent into the expo, and that's going to take out the peon line.
He has to respawn. I mean, there is almost no cooldown on mass teleport. So he's taking it out before the damage is done, trying to surround. This is of course a big loss for HawK as well. Ooh, but he didn't town portal everything.
But HawK is so rich, man. 1.5k gold, and he's in high upkeep.
Yeah. But for how much longer can he... He's down to 3,000. The main gold mines are down. This comes down to the last gold mine here. And there, Anima has the advantage because it lasts longer. But his Archmage is under pressure, down to 50%. Knights are chasing. They're super fast, of course. Mortar team still can do damage against the breakers. He's diving for something, going for the mortars. The Blizzard really doesn't do anything here. Level up for the Paladin. A huge Holy Light now. Oh, but he takes out all the mortars. Nice little guerrilla troop.
And he's standing his ground. He's in a surround once again, as he was so many times in this game. Here comes a Holy Light, but so much damage. Has to TP out of this. Has to TP out of this. And will. Both players stay alive here.
Oh my lord. Anima again losing 15 supply. Everything hurt. Needs heal spray, of course. Cuddling a little. And now, after this fight, we are down to 2,500 gold for HawK. He's banking a lot, though. So he can live on those reserves for quite some time.
I think HawK should really move away from the mortar teams. Just make knights and priests now. And at the moment he's not making any new mortars. He still has that one from earlier. Upgrade also starting to kick in, by the way. 1-2 for the knights. 9 armor.
Yeah.
But Anima has found some time for his own upgrades at 1-1 with the breakers.
A player's forces are under attack.
No level 5 alchemist yet, but he's very close. For Anima, for HawK, he's so far away. 1.5 levels apart.
But he got that level 3 paladin. That's a really big deal.
Yeah.
Would love to see a mana potion on him as well. HawK has the money. Still 1.1k gold. And the Orb of Fire. Plus 10 damage on the Archmage.
Okay.
The new orb.
And a little splash. There are quite a few units. It was like a big meatball the last fight, so why not go for that splash? He has a claw as well. And he has the gold, certainly.
Once again, Knights being ignored, as they always have been. We have Inner Fire, but that's getting stolen pretty damn easily and quickly.
Yeah, but it soaked up some damage for sure. Especially on the one. He killed the second one. Now we have a level 5 Alchemist. And where are the acid bombs now? Here we go. Oh boy! Heals it up. Nice reaction by HawK.
This time he moves out of the way of the breakers. Doesn't want to get surrounded once again. But this Alchemist, he might be getting surrounded. He is not quite surrounded.
Oh, has an invul potion as well. On the other side, there's a focus fire on him now. Blizzard versus Water Elementals. He's not dispelling them. HawK has 3 Water Elementals up on level 3.
Also a lot of Inner Fire. It's not all being stolen. Most of it though, I guess. And here we go. 3 Water Elementals. So much damage. And his Knights still left untouched. Everything is dropping so low for Anima. He's down to 51 supply only. He needs to evacuate.
Yeah, chasing
to
the
get out of
Archmage.
here.
But I don't think that's worth it anymore. Archmage gets out alive. Anima level 6, of course, but what can he do? His Alchemist finds himself in this round, but has an invul. But he calls for the GG. The tier 3 at the end. Overwhelming. And HawK advances to the next round, staying alive. But my god, did he have to work for this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Anima staying alive in that game so long with Blizzard harass. With that 1 hero kill on the Archmage in the middle of the map. With a slow. Seemed to turn that game around, but the Knights in the end, I guess they did do enough damage.
Yeah, that was really the key factor. Water Elementals, I don't think such a big factor in this anymore, but man, those Knights, even though they were ignored, or maybe because they were ignored, no, you can't kill them, but they could chase, and this one Knight at the Expo, hero.
Yeah.
Hero.
Absolutely.
Okay, we have a next game. It's going to be the winner bracket semi-final between Lawlion and Focus. We're going into a little break. We go into a little break and then we'll be back with the 2 Koreans fighting against each other, Lawlion and Focus. Congrats to HawK for surviving. Anima, you can be proud of yourself, man. What a performance here. I think you got some fans here today. But yeah, small little break to catch a breath, and then we'll be back here with Bros Brain Cup number 7, patch 1.30.